Shalom. We're back with another one because I got a lot I need to say. The Most High dropped a lot of topics in my spirit the other day, like yesterday, and I just want to go ahead and like knock them all out of the park through the spirit. You know, I was thinking, and I've been meditating, and you know, nobody is above your walk. And Sister Susanna touched on that in the video. Like, nobody is above your walk, meaning you can't. And I think the perspective she was coming from is you can't put anybody before the Most High. Like, you can't have other idols. You know, you have to keep the Most High the forefront in the center. But where I want to come from is nobody is above your walk, meaning you can't let nobody get in the way of your salvation. Like, basically, resilience. Be resilient. Let's see what resilience means. What does it mean to be resilient? The capacity to withstand or to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. Synonym: strength, bounce back ability. What? That's a word. Sturdiness, toughness, flexibility. Resilience is the process of an outcome of successfully adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences, especially through mental, emotional, behavioral flexibility and adjustment to external and internal demands. What does the Bible say about resilience? The Bible highlights resilience as a key characteristic of those who persevere through trials and tribulations, encouraging individuals to remain steadfast in their faith and trust in God's plan. It emphasizes the importance of looking to Hamashiach as an example of resilience and enduring hardship, finding strength in his love and promises. Resilience is also seen as a product of suffering and perseverance, leading to growth in character and a strength and hope and salvation. All right, let me read some of y'all, okay? I want to read some of y'all. This is Hebrews, because Christ was that perfect example of resilience, like, for real. Like, it's crazy to think about everything he went through. Like, are we supposed to be like that? Yes. Because it's like, bro, how? He was perfect. Like, oh my gosh, how are we supposed to be like that? Like, he make it seem so easy, but he was in the flesh just like us, cried, bled, felt just like us. That's why I tell us to try to be like him, because we really can if we try. Hebrews 12:1. Wherefore, seeing we are also compassed about with so great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which thus so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. Looking unto Hamashiach, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest you be wearied and faint in your minds. Looking unto Hamashiach. So when you go through these different trials and tribulations in life that are hard, look unto Hamashiach, that endured the cross, that endured everything. Consider him that went through all those things, lest you be weird and faint in your minds, lest you be weird and want to give up. Consider him, how he did it, and you can too. A lot of times, this is why I say you can't put nobody above your walk. A lot of times we go through hard times, people hurt us, and people drift away from the faith because of what other people are doing. You can't let nobody get in the way of your salvation. You have to still strive to be faithful to the Most High no matter what's going on. You still have to strive to do what's pleasing inside of the Lord no matter what you're battling. And everybody's not able to do that. And that's something we have to pray for. And it's unfortunate when you see people fall away from the faith because of the things that they went through. That's why you have to be resilient. You have to be willing to endure to the very end. Endure all things for Hamashiach and Hashai's sake. I want to read this. Actually, dang, it just left me. It just left me. Shoot, hopefully it comes back, Lord willing. Because that sucks. It literally was just the tip of my tongue. But, dang. I'm really over here like, it literally was just about to pull it up. That's my Lord willing, it comes back. But, yeah, we have to be resilient in this walk. We have to be, I'll phrase this. Okay, I remember now. Matthew 13. Matthew 13, I love this parable. And I'm going to read, it talks about seeds falling into different places. I'm going to just skip down to verse 20. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. coming to this truth. Oh my gosh, I'm Israelite. Yay. Praise God. Yet he have no root in himself, but dureth for a while. You endure for a little bit. But for when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended. So when tribulation or persecution arise, you're offended. You're like, bro, I can't do this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not doing this. Ain't no way the Lord in the midst of this. This is too hard. This is too much. Offended at the word. Offended at what's going on in your life. Offended whatever your lot is. And, you know, they don't make it. It's a sad thing to see. And that's what we don't want to be. We don't want to endure for a while. Tribulation or persecution arises. We faint. We have no root in ourselves. That's why we have to be rooted and grounded in this walk. You can't be quick to say, I'm done, I'm giving up, I'm leaving, because things get hard. The tongue has power in it. Be mindful of what you say, or the Most High gonna make you eat them words up. Okay? Power in the tongue. I don't know if there's truth for me anymore. Stop saying that. Stop saying stuff like that. Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love shall eat the fruit thereof. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. Your tongue is so powerful. The things you say are so powerful. Like, they can really make or shake something, make or break something. Like, seriously. Stop just, oh, I don't know if I can do this no more. I'm done. I'm done with this truth. Don't say that. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. It's so powerful. You don't want the Most High to make you eat words up. That is like the worst nightmare ever. Like, who wants to go back to that? We can't be so weak-minded. We can't be so weak-minded. You can do it. You can endure it because Christ did it. That's why it say, consider him, lest ye be faint and weary. Consider him that did it. Strive to be like that. That's your example right there. You remember I told you, we got the blueprint. You got the blueprint. Stop playing. You got the map. You got the map. Proverbs 24:10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. You fainting when it get tough? You ain't got no, your strength is small. When you faint, when it's tough. We can't be like that. So all in all, I say, all of that to say, whatever you battle in this walk, endure it. Be resilient. Be like your mighty foremothers and forefathers that endured all things. That, you know, be like Judith. Be like Esther. Their strength, you know, in the face of affliction, in the face of adversity, their strength to be bold, to help their people, you know, to help stand up for righteousness. Be strong like our forefathers that fought so we could keep these commandments. Be strong. Don't be quick to give up. Don't be quick to throw in the towel. Don't let how other people are treating you or the things you're going through cause you to drift from the Most High, because the Most High loves you and he wants to hear from you. Don't drift from the Most High because things got tough and you got a little affliction hand poured in your cup. Because did not Christ say, can you drink of the cup that I drink? Can you drink of my cup? Let's read that. This is Matthew 20:22. Are you this is when a woman, she was asking Christ, you know, can her sons let me just read 21. And he said unto her, what wilt thou? She said unto him, are you able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They said unto him, we are able. And he said, so like 21. I've read like 2 verses in one. He said unto her, what will thou? She said unto him, grant that these my 2 sons may sit, the one on thy right hand and the other on the left in thy kingdom. She like, let my son sit with you in the kingdom. And that's when he said, you know not what you ask. Are you able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They said unto him, we are able. And he said unto them, ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left, it is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. We know that Christ was baptized with fire. Fire equals affliction. So Christ is basically like, I can't just be out here handing out the kingdom like that. Like, you got to drink of my cup. You got to be baptized in my baptism. You got to be willing to endure all things. You can't give up. You can't throw in the towel, because I didn't give up. I didn't throw in the towel. So if you want to sit on my right hand and my left, that's up to my Father, Yahweh. But if you trying to make it into them gates, you got to go through it. And you got to endure just like I did. You can't just say I'm an Israelite and I love God. I'm a Christian. I'm God-fearing. You got to go through that fire. You got to drink of that cup. You got to endure. He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. Matthew 24:13. You're not just getting up in them gates. You got to You know, you gotta secure your spot on the team. So I'd say. So Lord willing, you know, we can just endure whatever comes our way. Don't let the things you have going on in your walk, the people you see fall out, or how people treat you cause you to turn from the Most High. If anything, seek Him 10 times harder. For as is your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more. Baruch 4:28. Seek Him 10 times more. Yearn for Him. Thirst after His righteousness. Thirst for Him. Desire Him in your heart and your soul. Want to be in His presence. Want to strengthen your relationship with the Most High. Want to strengthen your knowledge in His word. Want to be strengthened in your faith. Seek Him. So I also say that in another fold to say, you can't control how people treat you. You can't control, you know, the cup and the lot the Most High has given you. But you can't control how you respond, and you can't control how you react. So I'll say this. Regardless of what you go through, again, you have to always choose the Most High. Being in this walk is about denying and resisting the flesh and the temptation, the lust of the flesh and the temptations thereof. Regardless of what you battle, let the Most High fight for you and continue to endure, because the Most High sees, and He will get up with everybody and everything, you know, respectfully, as well as He will get up with us. Don't take matters into your own hands. The Most High sees you. He sees your affliction. He hears your cry. He will fight for you. He does vengeance. He gives justice. So, if you're being mistreated, if you're going through a hard time, if you're seeing somebody, you know, you're close to fall out, don't let that turn you away from the Most High. Regardless of what you're battling, always choose righteousness. Always strive to be blameless and do what's pleasing in His sight. Love even when it's hard to love. Forgive even when it's hard to forgive. Be meek even when it's hard to be meek. Because that's what this walk is about. Doing the right thing even when it's hard. Doing the right thing when nobody's looking. When it's hard, doing the right thing. When you're going through that affliction and you feel like your back is against the wall, do the right thing. So don't let nobody be above your walk to the point where, because of how you're being treated or because of what you're going through, you pull away from the Most High and now you're in sin, breaking the commandments. Strive to keep these commandments and be obedient and endure and remain faithful to the Most High, His word, regardless of how you're being treated, regardless of what you're faced with, what you're going through, what your cup is, what your light is, regardless of it. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. You can't control what the Most High has given you, but you can control how you respond, how you react. And you cannot blame anybody for your behavior, because we have to be accountable for our own actions. We have to all stand before the Most High. You cannot blame people for how you act. You are in control of you. So you have to be in control of you and not let people throw you off track in your walk with the Most High. Because ultimately it's a test to see, how are you going to respond in the face of adversity? Are you going to let this be? Are you going to be moved by this? Are you going to let this pull you away from me? Are you going to let things you're going through and how you're being treated turn you away from me? Because, you know, Christ told us that these things will happen. This is Matthew 5:10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven, for so persecuted they the prophets which are before you. Rejoice and be exceeding glad. And I also want to read this. This is kind of like a twofold. 38, Matthew 5:38. You have heard that have been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say unto you that you resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. If any man will sue thee at the law, and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. Whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain. Give to him that asks thee, and from him that will borrow of thee, turn not thou away. You have heard that it have been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that it may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. For he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. For if ye love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? If you salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so? Be therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. So I was reminded that while Christ sat and had Passover, my sisters reminded me of this. He was side-eyed probably side-eyed by Judas the whole time. He was sitting down eating with a man he knew. He was sitting down eating with a man that he knew was going to betray him. Sitting down eating with a man that he knew didn't like him. sitting down eating with a man that was plotting on him. But yet Christ was humble. He was the humblest of them all. He was meek. It's easy to love those who love you. That's why I say that. For if you love them which love you, what reward have ye? It's easy. But it's a challenge loving those when sometimes it's hard to love. Forgiving those when it's hard to forgive. But Christ told us to do it. Christ told us to do it. So we have to remember to be meek. Like I said in the other video, remember to be meek, humble. And again, not letting how you've been treated or what you're going through pull you from the Most High. Because ultimately, again, it's a test from the Most High to see how you respond, how you react. You can't control how people act. You can't control what, you can only control you. So don't let nobody be above your walk to you acting out of spirit because of somebody else. Be accountable for you and do the right thing even when it's hard. Endure even when it's hard. You know, don't be moved by these afflictions. Don't let the things you go through put you in a deep hole. You know, I know that sometimes our lots are really heavy, but sis, you got to get up. Girl, get up. This is 1 Thessalonians 3:3. That no man should be moved by these afflictions, for you yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. But verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and you know. So don't be moved by these afflictions. Have some root. Don't be like the Matthew 13 parable. Have some root. Have some endurance. And don't be quick to faint and give up when it gets hard. Don't be quick to want to throw in the towel. Be strong. Be an example. All praise to the Most High. I love you. Shalom.